A Palestinian man has died while in detention in an Israeli jail. According to Palestinian rights groups, the 31-year-old was being held in solitary confinement after being arrested in a raid a month ago. Let's get more now on this with Bernard Smith, who joins us from the man's hometown of Beit Fajjar in the occupied West Bank. So, Bernard, what are the Israeli authorities saying about the circumstances of his death?
Well, the Israeli authorities aren't telling us a lot at the moment, Sammy. We do know that 31-year-old Nasser Takatka was arrested just less than a month ago, and his family say what it was an ostensibly healthy working man was dead within a month, less than a month of being in Israeli custody. We know that he only saw his lawyer once. He was held in solitary confinement. His lawyer saw him once on the 11th, very, very briefly, when his detention was extended. And at that time, his lawyer asked that Nasser be given a checkup in hospital. That was done, and the hospital released him, they said, without any unusual findings. That's coming from the Israeli authorities. But his family say that the Israeli authorities are responsible for Nasser's death, Sammy.
What about Palestinians' reaction? I guess they're seeing this slightly differently.
Well, the Foreign Ministry says that the Israelis are responsible for Nasser's death and they want an international investigation under the supervision of the ICRC. And the issue for Palestinians, Sammy, is that you'll be hard-pressed to find any Palestinian who doesn't have a relative or doesn't know somebody who at some stage has been arrested by the Israeli authorities. We have, more than 2,000 Palestinians in Israeli custody, and every night about 10 to 20 are arrested in Israeli security raids. And of 220 Palestinians have died in Israeli custody since 1967. So it's an issue very close to Palestinian hearts. It really touches home for many of them, and that's why there is so much concern over what's happened to Nasser. Sammy?